I wanted to talk a little bit about meal planning. So it can be hard to get started on meal planning, but as you would know, there is so many benefits to meal planning. So just to name a few of the benefits to meal planning, saving money. So you'll save money meal planning because there's less chance that you're going to eat lunch when you're out. There's less chance that you're going to buy takeaway because you don't know what to cook and you don't have anything. And you'll also save money by not wasting ingredients because you've already got a plan for those foods. You'll save time and energy because you're not thinking about what you need to eat at every meal and cooking for every meal. And yes, while it might take a little bit more time up front, you'll absolutely save time and energy in the long term. It's healthier because you're planning up front what you're going to make, and it's an investment in yourself. So you're committing to your future self by pre-making those foods and meal planning. First, I think you've got to decide what type of meal planner that you are. So I've put it down to about 3 main types of meal planning. Now, this is if you're getting started meal planning on your own. So if you're following along with my ThermoFit program, it's done for you. But if you want to start meal planning by yourself, here are my few key tips. First of all is to find out which style you are. So there's the see what I've got style. So these people are efficient and you'll actually look at what you've got already in your pantry, fridge and freezer to be used up. Then you'll plan the meals and then you'll go to the shop and get the rest of the missing pieces that you need to make those meals. So that would be one type. The second type are the go to the shop first type and get everything on special. See what you can get on special and then bring it home and see what meals you can make with the deals that you've got. So they're the more budget conscious people. And I would say that those first two are for people who are a bit more confident in the kitchen and confident to make up certain things and being creative. But then the third type is the type where you just start your meal plan from scratch. So you actually decide what you feel like making and then you'll go to the shop and get all of the things you need from there. So that's where I would recommend starting if you're unsure. And what I feel like happens, it happened to me, is that I started with that third type where I just cooked, I planned to cook what I felt like. And then as I got more confident in cooking and the kitchen, I became more of those first two styles where I could see what I had on hand and then fill the gaps, or I'd buy things on special and make a plan with it afterwards. So first of all, identify which meal planning style that you are. So my top 5 tips moving on from there, once you know what style you are, the top 5 tips that I can give you around meal planning. Number 1, choose vegetables that can be used both ways, so raw or cooked. So think things like tomato, zucchini. Yes, I know a lot of people don't eat zucchini raw, but it's great in smoothies. Spinach, carrot, celery, anything that you could either make a salad with if you're feeling like a salad, or if you could cook it and you make it into something cooked. Second of all, you want to invest in some really good quality containers and food storage. So something that is BPA free, that it's reusable, it's strong, and it can be used in various ways. So it can be frozen, it can be reheated, it can go in the dishwasher as well. So you want to invest in some really good quality food storage. Number 3 is to make quick things ahead of time that store well in the pantry or the freezer that you can just whip something up with. So a crumb, a pesto, things that you can make in various things, maybe a nut butter for some satay sauce, or your laksa and curry paste in the freezer so that you can make quick things with. Number 4, even if you're not going to do like a really big bulk cook up, it's good just to get started really small. So that could just be choosing 1, 2 or 3 things in that week that you can prep ahead of time, and always making extra serves. So let's say it's just one person, you're cooking for one. always make 3 serves. So you've got 1 serve for dinner, 1 serve for lunch, and 1 serve to put into the freezer for another time when you really don't feel like cooking and you've got an empty fridge. The 5th and probably the most important tip of all is to make time in your schedule for it. So block out that time where you're going to plan, block out the time where you're going to shop, block out the time where you're going to cook those meals. It's great if you can do this on the same time every week for consistency and to build that habit, but not everybody's schedules allow for that. So the best thing you can do is just look at your week ahead of time. Look at when you can do those things and schedule them in. That is the most important thing. You've got way more chance of getting that done if you schedule it in. If it isn't scheduled, it may not happen. I hope that's helpful, those 5 tips helpful in getting you started in meal planning. If you want more guidance and you want to learn more about how to do that and maybe have a done for you meal plan to start with, check out my ThermoFit programs and what I have available on the website.